HGTV fans didn't see this coming. Just weeks after Egypt Sherrod's beloved show Married to Real Estate was unexpectedly canceled, the star made a heartbreaking confession. Her father had passed away. And with that loss came a tidal wave of grief, regret, and revelation. This wasn't just another celebrity update. This was raw, deep, painfully human. Today we're unpacking the emotional roller coaster Egypt Sherrod has been on. From losing her show, to losing her father, to finding a surprising sense of peace in the aftermath. And what she shared with fans may just be the most honest thing you'll hear all year. Let's break it down. The sudden blow from HGTV Egypt. Sherrod and her husband, Mike Jackson, were the heart and soul behind Married to Real Estate. The show wasn't just about flipping houses. It was about showcasing family, love, and teamwork in every project. For 4 seasons, viewers tuned in to see the dynamic duo tackle renovations across Atlanta, all while raising a beautiful blended family. But then, out of nowhere, HGTV dropped the bomb. In late June 2025, Egypt revealed that HGTV had canceled Married to Real Estate. And what made the announcement even more shocking was that it came just as the show had been nominated for an Emmy. Imagine that, a career high and low crashing into each other at the same time. Egypt broke the news in a vulnerable Instagram post. Her words carried the weight of disappointment, but also resilience. She wasn't bitter, she was grateful. But that wasn't the only loss she was grappling with. The personal loss no one knew about. In a quiet corner of social media, Egypt left a comment that would later send shockwaves through her fan base. A quick pause. If you want to stay updated on all things HGTV, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video if you're enjoying it so far, and drop a comment to share your thoughts. All right, let's jump back in. She wrote, "My dad passed away 2 weeks ago. It was subtle, almost hidden in a response. But for anyone paying attention, those words cut deep. What followed was a revelation many didn't expect. Egypt hadn't seen her father in 15 years. That's right, 15 long years without a conversation, a visit, or a connection. Their relationship, as she explained, was complicated. And like so many estranged family bonds, it was one of silence, distance, and unspoken pain. But still, she wasn't angry. I forgave him a long time ago." That's what Egypt said. Despite the absence, despite the hurt, Egypt had already forgiven her father years ago. But she admitted something even more heartbreaking. "I thought we had more time. More time to heal, more time to talk, more time to sit down, face to face, and let go of the past. But time ran out. And what was once a distant thought, the idea of reconciling someday, suddenly became a wound. A crack that burst open the moment she realized he was really gone. I finally grieved last night." In her July 27th post, Egypt opened her heart in a way few public figures ever do. She wrote, "We never really knew one another, but it still hurt." Let that sink in. The grief wasn't just about losing a parent. It was about losing the chance to ever have a relationship, the chance to hear his voice again, to ask the questions that never got answered, to let him meet her children, something that will never happen now. Egypt described the moment of emotional collapse. She said she wailed in his remembrance. Not cried, wailed. That kind of deep, guttural sorrow that comes from the soul, when years of suppressed emotions finally erupt. And then, something even more extraordinary happened. He came to me. In the same emotional post, Egypt described a spiritual moment. She said her father came to her, not in person, of course, but in spirit. And what he showed her changed everything. According to Egypt, he revealed that he had loved her all along, that he just didn't know how to fix what was broken. That's when her message shifted from pain to perspective. Parents don't have all the answers. Egypt's words were a reminder that many needed to hear. We often expect our parents to be perfect, to know what to say, to make amends, to take responsibility. But sometimes, they simply don't know how. And sometimes, they run out of time. Egypt wrote, "I lost a piece of me that I never really got to know. too little and too late. It was a confession not just about her father, but about herself. The daughter who waited, the daughter who hoped, the daughter who still loved, even when love wasn't returned in the ways she needed. The message that's resonating with thousands. After Egypt posted about her dad's passing, something unexpected happened. The floodgates opened. Fans, friends, and fellow HGTV stars poured into her comments with support, stories, and their own heartbreak. Jenny Mars from Fixer to Fabulous left a heartfelt message. "I'm so sorry for your loss, Egypt. May you feel peace that surpasses understanding." Shay Hicks Whitfield from Bargain Block, who also lost her dad, shared her solidarity. "I know that feeling all too well." Other fans said things like, "Losing a father you didn't really know hits different. It's layered. It's hard. Thank you for your honesty. I needed to hear this today." Egypt's pain was personal, but her message was universal. TMRW is an arrogant assumption. One line in Egypt's post hit especially hard. She said, "Tomorrow is an arrogant assumption." Think about that. We all assume we'll get another day, another chance to say, "I'm sorry," another phone call, another visit, another tomorrow. But Egypt's story is proof that tomorrow doesn't always come. Her call to action? Don't wait. If there's someone you need to forgive, do it now. If there's healing to be done, start today. The weight of losing a show and a father. It's important to recognize the timing of all of this. Egypt lost her show and her father within the same month. One loss was professional, the other deeply personal. But both marked the end of something important. Both left her grieving. Both left her standing in a space where familiar ground had vanished. And yet, through it all, Egypt has remained grounded, honest, grateful. What's next for Egypt Sherrod? While HGTV may have pulled the plug on Married to Real Estate, Egypt Sherrod isn't going anywhere. She's a successful real estate broker, interior designer, speaker, and author. Her partnership with Mike Jackson remains strong, both in business and in love. And now, with a new layer of personal growth, she's become a voice for healing, someone who isn't afraid to talk about the messy stuff, the stuff most people keep buried. Final reflections. Why her story matters. This isn't just about one woman losing her dad. It's about how we all carry wounds we don't talk about. It's about the power of forgiveness. It's about facing the pain of what never was and choosing to make peace anyway. Egypt Sherrod could have stayed silent. She could have kept her father's death a private matter. She could have kept her pain off social media. But instead, she shared it. She let others know they weren't alone. She gave grief a voice. And in doing so, she helped thousands begin their own healing too. So, whether you're a longtime HGTV fan or someone who's just hearing about this for the first time, take a moment. Ask yourself, who do I need to forgive? What conversation have I been putting off? What am I assuming I have tomorrow to fix? Because as Egypt Sherrod so bravely reminded us, tomorrow isn't guaranteed.